Oh, what's up, guys? Listen, them heads on that Bronco 2 are just pure nasty. And we could have went and got some of that engine degreaser and got rid of a lot of that gunk that was on them. But the heads has been sitting outside now. And they got a little surface rust on them. Not only that, they're full of gunk. And I just don't think that stuff will do it justice. So I bought an ultrasonic cleaner. And apparently, I left some shop towels in there. Oh, here's the owner's manual. Okay. Welcome to the channel. So as y'all know, I'm always looking for tools to make, life a little bit easier, make it, to where we can actually get some things done and it won't take that long. So I don't really know, for sure with all this gunk that's on the inside of these heads, whether they're cracked or not. So I think this is a good way to get them cleaned up so that way we can take the valves off and then make sure that there ain't no cracks on the surfaces of the head, or there ain't none on the inside of the valves, because I've heard that's where these like to crack at, is right there where the valve seat is. That, and there's a few other places. They're just terrible heads, and I don't even know why I'd put them back on it, but we're doing it the cheap way. I saved up some pee and some jugs. I figured it's pretty acidic. It's not pee, okay? Don't get you underwear in a knot. And I picked up some LA's Totally Awesome. This stuff works good. Right there's the head, and I'm gonna leave one for like a, before and after, I guess, kind of shot. You could see, just how baked they are, and the rust is formed on them from sitting outside from where I just left them out in the elements, which is okay. You just gotta clean all those surfaces up. Now, will they fit in there? I'd like to say so. This is a 30-liter Crew Works, and I am not sponsored, by the way. Digital ultrasonic cleaner. Now, I was really wanting one because I knew this project was coming up, and they was floating all around TikTok right before TikTok got shut down, and I deleted the app like a dummy, and then it came back up overnight. I had to buy this one, but I got a $60 coupon off on this thing. So originally it was a $300 ultrasonic cleaner, and I got it for $230. I didn't read all the details. Maybe I can't return it. I don't know, but we're gonna see if this thing works. So the first thing I'm gonna do is I'm gonna get y'all set up over here, and I'm gonna pour that in it, and then I'm gonna fill the rest up with water and let this thing heat up. And I believe that I'm gonna let these heads sit in there probably about 30 minutes to an hour. I've heard hour works the best. I'm not using straight cleaner, even though it says that if you got something really gunky, it says to use straight cleaner. I figured the heat with the water, and this equals out to a gallon right here. So I'm gonna use both of them, pour the rest of water, and hopefully that will get it clean. Now, if your heads are aluminum, you don't want to use a real acidic cleaner like this. You want to use something like Simple Green. But yeah, I'm gonna get y'all set up, and that's enough talking. I keep on rambling. We gotta quit doing that. Gotta get straight to it. All right, first thing to do, I guess, is take this big old huge lid off. I found out if you shake it enough, sounds like one of them Chinese gongs, or at least I think that's what it's called. I don't know. Just to show you how strong this stuff is, it pretty much eats the seal off of it if it gets moved any. one down. I'll use these to collect some water. 2. I believe if I can bring down on that, I get these filled up one more time and 1 more gallon jug, 2 more gallons. That should do it. We're going to go ahead and take this out and see where we're at. Setting down in the water. Where we at now? Okay, just a little bit and we'll be right there. 30 liters is like 7.9 gallons, I guess. So we're going to leave it right there. Now, I don't know how loud this thing's going to be. I've heard they're pretty loud. So we're just going to cut this thing on, see what she does. Alright guys, so it's been 30 minutes. We're going to take this thing out and see what it looks like. Alright. Ooh. That water is nasty. Yeah, buddy. So let's set this over here. Water's pretty warm. So we're going to do this as quick as we can. Chew. Yeah. I'm trying to be quick about it. Okay. Take this over and set it down. Alright, so this is what we got so far. It's got a lot of that, bigger stuff off. When I tell you it smells like crap, it smells like crap in there. And a lot of this stuff just flaking off, but as you can tell, it's still got some stuff on it, so we're going to have to stick it back in there for another 30 minutes. Just for reference, that's what the old one looked like. And this is what we're looking like now. Now they say, this thing is supposed to, heat up while it's running. You're supposed to give it about 30 minutes to heat up and then sit whatever you're setting in there. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to set it on another 30 minutes. I'm going to set this back down in there. And now, since it's getting hotter, this thing ought to start eating a lot of this junk and grime off there. And then we'll set a table up over here and we'll just spray the thing off with water and see how it done. So it has been in there a full hour. It got up to 58 degrees Celsius. So I'd say, 120, 130 Fahrenheit. The lid is hot. So we're going to take this off. We're going to let this cool down a minute until I stick my hand in there. Because I don't want to go to the ER and be like, well, I got the cleanest hands ever. But that's because all the skin's burned off. this is what, you know, it looked like before, and that side. And this is what it looks like now. So if you ask me, if that thing works, it definitely does. Now, it's still got some sludge back here, but you couldn't tell. Things just coming off, you know, just by scraping my finger against it. So we're going to go take it over there, spray it off now, and we'll see what the final results is. I don't know where the kids are at. Yeah, I'm trying to record. Well, you was the one that came back here. You're going to be on the Cornbread and Crap Boxes YouTube channel. I'm sorry, ma'am. Could you speak into the speaker? Yeah, but now since you came back here, I'm trying. So here's the final before, and I've already, you know, rinsed this other one off with the water hose. So you can tell, grease, caked on, burn on. And this other head I feel like was a whole lot worse with it. Now look at this. I mean, that's pretty clean. Other than a few spots up here where it's like burnt on and caked on, it actually came pretty clean. And I figure with one more run through this thing, with the temperature all the way up at 80 degrees Celsius, which I think it said the max was 176 degrees Fahrenheit. With that all the way up and running another 30-minute run, I believe it would have it clean. But, you know, I'm happy with these results right here. I could take a screwdriver and it's already, you know, breaking loose. It's not like it's hard like cement. It'll come off. I just got to, you know, do a little bit of extra work. There's the side of it, and you can tell where the paint's coming off. So I do believe that this might be a refurbished head or aftermarket one that somebody has replaced on it. There's the side of that head. There's this side over here. Here's the underneath of that head. Till, you know, carbon buildup, deposits and everything. And then here's this one. It's still got it on it, but ain't nothing that a, you know, wire brush couldn't take care of to those valves. And the surface of the head looks a whole lot better, if I was to say so myself. Like I said, I ain't sponsored by, you know, CrewWorks or nothing like that. I'm just a guy trying to get by and make a vehicle run the best way it can for the least amount of money, you know. Use everything that I already got, spend a little bit of money on a tool, and if we can get this head, you know, not back in new shape, but back in the shape it kind of was whenever it was put in there new, then we know to run a whole lot better. So, you know, the biggest thing with me was the water jackets. Was this thing, you know, was pretty stopped up. Now, I can't do anything about the block. You know, we might run some flush, you know, through the whole system once I get everything together, and maybe that'll help it. But one thing I do know is that the heads are going to stay a whole lot cooler because this ultrasonic cleaner is getting every bit of the junk that was in there out. But listen, that's the end of this video. Hey, I appreciate you guys watching and sticking around. You know, it's just a little small short video about this thing and what it can do, but it really made a difference on that head. And now I can actually visually inspect it without all that gunk on there and see if there's any cracks. And so far, I can't see none, but we really can't tell until we take them valves out. So make sure you stay tuned for the next episode of trying to get this Bronco 2 to run that had blown head gaskets, which I tried to get run before, but then I couldn't because I had too much antifreeze. And then I had to drain it all out and park it where it's at because I couldn't run it on the road. So now we got to fix it. And I already knew that to begin with, but it was only $500, so it's okay. If y'all haven't, make sure y'all like, tune in, subscribe, share this video, press that button, smash that bell, do whatever you can so that way more people can see more of this cornbread content. And we'll see y'all fellers later.